Hi, I'm Ben, and this is my trailer breakdown for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Oh wow, it was an awesome trailer, all the action. I feel like this might have a darker tone, but there's some parallels between Spider-Man No Way Home and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. They're both third movies, they both came out in December. We had to wait forever for a trailer to come out in August. They're hiding some secrets and only showing a few toy leaks here or there. They're not showing that much information about it. There's even some fan theories that they might CG some characters out so they won't reveal any spoilers. Like there's a scene where Sonic and Knuckles and Tails are off center and it looks like maybe Amy might have been there. There's a scene where if you look like on the off center characters with when they're talking to Agent Stone and the Crab Robots, there could be another character there, like maybe they want to save it, but I don't know this because I love Amy and Rouge, but I just feel like seems not that this doesn't deserve that much of a secret compared to Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and Tobey Maguire. Like Tobey and Andrew, I can understand keeping that a secret and waiting for it to be a surprise, but I don't know if Amy and Rouge are as iconic as Spider-Man characters are. I mean, I love Amy and Rouge, they're awesome, but I don't know if they're on the same level as anticipation between Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Amy Rose and Rouge the Bat. Well, anyways, there are some other parts I want to bring up, like the chows. Yeah, those little critters. I think they're in a Japanese restaurant, and you see a chow there, but you can see they're talking to Commander Walker, which is kind of a character from the video games. He's that commander that's later of gun. So he's kind of officially a character from the video games. But you also see all these missiles flying to them, and I don't know if that's Shadow doing that because Shadow doesn't use missiles. Like that could be Dr. Robotnik, but I wonder when he are they talking to Commander Walker because they're already in Japan. Like, did they already send them? And they asked for Team Sonic's help, and so they're working with Gun in this, so they have to be getting ready to fight Shadow, and you see them in the helicopter, and Tails has the little helmet, which is cute, and they're jumping out of the helicopter, which is kind of like in the Sonic Adventure 2. I'm glad they're not doing the crazy misunderstanding where it's like, he looks like Sonic. No, that's not Sonic, but he looks like Sonic, which is obviously not Sonic. So I'm glad they're not adapting that story because that's kind of frustrating. But I do want to bring up another thing about the chows. Like, now, are there like little cartoon characters in a Japanese story, little Japanese cartoons in, well, Japan? So I just wondering because in the video games they're like little creatures in Sonic's world. Like, did they travel through Sonic's world to the Earth world and the Japanese came up with a cartoon idea for that, or they're like fictional cartoon characters within the Earth realm? So I don't know how to feel about that because I like them as like characters within Sonic's world, not like fictional characters in a cartoon, but I kind of would like if they were like in the same world together. You know what I mean? But anyways, you see Tom Wachowski. If you look, he's working with Gunn. Like, how did he become a member of Gunn? Did they recruit him? Like how did that happen? And you see Shadow punch a hole so hard it becomes a black hole, and you see Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles being chained up, and you see the black hole coming, and I wonder what's gonna happen to Tom. Like you see ambulance, but they can't kill off Tom. Like I wonder what's gonna happen. But you see Sonic, and because remember in the trailer where Sonic's like, "What did you do?" But you see him in the same shot with the ambulance in the later scene. So I don't know if he's talking to Shadow, but judging by the how he looks down, he looks like he's talking to Tails. But I wonder what's gonna happen. Like, is he gonna be mad at Tails for something? I hope that's not what's gonna happen. But yeah, they're gonna team up with Eggman, well, Robotnik, and you see him shave his head, and you see him going through portals. Like, I wonder where that's gonna get to. Oh, and I do want to bring up Shadow. Like, he has his motorcycle. I think that's cool. They did say they're bringing inspiration for Sonic Adventure 2 and the Shadow the Hedgehog video game, which is cool. And I do want to bring up, I said this in my trailer reaction, I own a Lego set, and here's the Shadow motorcycle with the Shadow figure, and here's the little Rhino bots, and you see the little bird characters, which is pretty cute. And well, it's a little chicken, and the little thing where you put a shadow in, and I think that's to hold, and that's the place where he's in, and you see the little Robotnik Eggman mustache place, and but anyways, and you do see the Akira move, like he drives and it's kind of like Akira. A lot of people did that Akira move. There's a whole gif of saying of all of them doing the reference, which is pretty funny. But yeah, and you don't see Wade in this, and Rachel. They're on IMDb, but I don't know if they're gonna have a big part. I hope they don't take too much time, because I did kind of like the Knuckles series, but it was basically a Wade show, but Knuckles just happened to be in it. So it's basically Knuckles by series only, but I really hope it's Shadow and Team Sonic, like they're the main focus. But yeah, and still, I wonder what's going to happen to Tom or Maddie. And you see them in funny costumes. I saw a picture of them, and I wonder where that's going to go. And you see them racing all around the world. And I think Knuckles just broke Big Ben. I wonder if he's going to literally break it. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen with that. And you do see that painting of Lawn Claw and Sonic as a kid in his den. And you see them talking about it. I wonder what's the story behind that. And you also see like Sonic like giving a quill to a Robotnik. I wonder why he's gonna need it. Like he's like on one condition, because Shadow's too dangerous and he needs to figure this out. And I wonder if Eggman Robotnik's gonna create Metal Sonic. Like he has the quill, a new quill, and I wonder if he's gonna use it to try to create Metal Sonic. I don't know if Metal Song's gonna make an appearance, but that would be cool if he does. And Gerald Robotnik. How is Gerald Robotnik alive? Like, I have a fan theory. Like, maybe that's not Gerald. Maybe that's a robot duplicate, or he's in his mind, or maybe they're like getting a message in his mind. Maybe it's like a projection in Robotnik's mind that he's gonna talk to him and explain. I wonder what's gonna happen. Or maybe he put him in cryogenic freeze, kind of like what Shadow went. And Maria, you see Maria in this, and if you know the story from the video games, she gets shot, but I don't know if they're gonna do that or try to adapt that. And you see a scene where there's an explosion and everything's ruined, and you see Shadow and Gerald Robotnik with these soldiers, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, are they really gonna adapt the full story? I have played enough of Sonic Adventure. I'm on the Team Dark stage, but yeah, are they really gonna take a risk? Was the Sonic movies? Also, I have heard Jeff Fowler, the director of the movies, also worked on Shadow the Hedgehog, the video game. So it is cool that he works on a Sonic game. He's finally get to do a Sonic movie. I would like the movie, like, I don't get me wrong, I still like the Sonic movies, but I would like it better if they were animated and tries to take place in a Sonic the Hedgehog universe, kind of like something what Sonic Prime did, but like and go in that direction where it's Sonic's characters and maybe a few made up characters in the background, but just to connect to the story and just try to be like a movie version of what the games are. But I do like Jim Carrey, and I like that they try to make it authentic in the most funniest way possible. But I wonder if they're gonna try to do a darker tone with this. Well, not a darker tone, kind of like how No Way Home kind of did a darker tone, like something like that. Like he makes a sad emotional choice, like what if they do something at the end? Like, how in Spider-Man No Way Home he had to make a tough choice at the end of No Way Home? What if Sonic does something? Like, what if something happens? And I think maybe he goes back to his universe, like the original Sonic universe he came from. Like he has to leave Tom Wachowski's world and go back to his world where and goes to like Tails' home planet and Knuckles, and they all live in that island he originated from, and Amy's there, and then maybe something happens and Shadow has to live there too, and Robotnik has to, because I see some deleted scenes from Sonic Adventure 2 that the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie that they're trying to erase Eggman like he never even existed, like he doesn't exist, and they're wiping them out. Like, so what if something happens and they're like he ever existed in that universe, and he's going to live in Sonic's universe and become his arch nemesis, and because that can all tie in to be like all together. Also, in the video games, Gerald Robotnik is Eggman's grandfather, and Maria's like Eggman's cousin. So I think they're probably gonna do something like have it be his dad in the third movie, just because the age is right, and it was date back 50 years, and it probably made better sense to do it this way. These movies have taken some liberties, but anyways, they do try to make it like the source material. Well, anyways, I can't wait. Like, what's gonna happen in this movie? I can't wait to see this movie. It's coming out in December. Probably might wear this hoodie for the cold winter. And you see my Sonic, and oh man, I can't wait. Well, anyways, that's my trailer breakdown for the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 movie. I hope you all enjoyed it. My trailer reactions don't get that much views if you really look at them, which is disappointing. But my breakdowns do get views. Like, my Venom breakdown was like the highest viewed video on my YouTube channel, which is surprising. Well, I wonder how this will do. Well, anyways, that's my trailer breakdown for the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 trailer. I hope you all enjoyed it, and see you next time.